Well, thank you very much, Kire Salomo. First of all, for organizing with all your team, I think an event which perhaps today is still small, but it's about a technology that will be huge in the future. And I want to congratulate you to actually doing it here in Barcelona, to do it here in Catalonia, our home. This is an international event which will treat a subject like how do we define new governance models. And specifically, in this side event, Democracy4all, inside this blockchain week, it's really treating how are we going to govern ourselves in the future, how humans are we going to govern ourselves in the future, and how these technologies, these distributed technologies, will help us on doing so. But more important on that is we want this model, these new models, to be fair, to be equal, to guarantee equality, to be participative, to be more transparent, in conclusion, to be more democratic. I think this is one of the goals that we have on how do we need to define these new governance models and specifically using this type of new technologies. I think Democracy4all obviously is more than a motto. I think should be a claim that can make us understand the importance in the moment we're living and how technology affects us all. Here in Catalonia, we always say we are already the mobile world capital of the world. We have the most important event right now, which is done in February. And obviously, we would like to continue to be so. And I think such type of events like the ones we're doing today, that I think it will be huge in the future, contributes in defining us as in the digital map of the world, which I think it is important. We believe, or I personally believe, that on a digital society, which should be based on citizenship empowerment. And that can only be achieved by using these type of new technologies, specifically DLT technologies, distributed ledger technologies, like blockchain, can help us on that purpose. I think that a new power is arising in the world. I call it the fifth power, which is the digital citizenship, empowered digital citizens. And that's happening because if you are aware of a recent report from the World Economic Forum, it's telling us that in the next 20 years, there are three important topics we should take into account that will affect humanity, and that we should have solutions in tackling them. One of them is migrations. We've seen how people are immigrating from the countries for various reasons, and we need to deal with this. We need to be able to solve this problem that is right now in many places in the world in a human way. We have also the climate change issue, which is also very important, and it's about saving our planet for our kids and for the kids of our kids. But the third issue that this report from the World Economic Forum is stating, it's about the digital revolution and how this digital revolution will affect us all in the next 15, 20 years. And due to that, new emerging rights are appearing. New emerging rights we should deal with. I'm talking about how do we guarantee universal internet access to everyone. This is necessary. How do we actually protect us in this new digital environment? How do we protect our citizens? How do we guarantee our citizens with an identity in this new digital reality? So these are all new issues that we never thought about them before, new rights that governments should actually put on the table and deal with them. Actually, we are talking about how we're going to deal with the power and how power will be distributed in the future. We've seen in the past, from the 18th century, that power, we have, Montesquieu, made the division of powers between the executive, legislative, and judicial powers, which help us on avoiding some types of authoritarianism in the world that we wouldn't like to have again. We saw some years later a fourth power coming up, which was the press, very important power. And I think that now we are seeing the rise of a new power, which is the digital empowered citizen. And this is what's making that possible. It's actually these new type of technologies. We are seeing it with social networks, but blockchain will also be one of them. In a way, we will have to determine how humans are we going to govern ourselves and how are we going to distribute the power in the near future. So defining these new models, it's something that I think this event we have these days here in Barcelona, it will be very useful in actually defining the context of these models. Actually, in this context, I have to say that there are already two models appearing in the world. We have the US model, we could say, in which we are seeing it's a more business-oriented model in which the companies are the ones which govern the technology and govern our data. And on the other side, we have the Chinese model, which the data and technology is governed by the state in a more big brother, probably, manner. I think the Europeans, and I think at least Catalonia, we have to put a third model on the table, which is a model in which technology and data is governed by the people. And I think that DLT technologies, blockchain, can help us on that purpose. In conclusion, the government of Catalonia is really focused on this topic. We have already two initiatives which are really on this baseline. We have already launched, not yet deployed, but launched the project for a self-sovereignty identity in Catalonia. We believe that giving an identity to our citizens, which is their identity and which they govern, we don't, it's one of the tools that are in line with this idea of this model, European model, in which people govern its data and govern its technology. And the second issue, and the second project, which we are already working in, is protecting our citizens with a chapter of digital rights and responsibilities. We have to define on these emerging rights, how are we going to define things like universal access, open and neutral internet, freedom of speech, and information in this new digital era, data privacy and protection. All these are issues which we cannot avoid in handling. And because if we don't do that in a European way, it will be done in another way. And I think that that's an obligation we have, European governments and authorities, to put these topics on the table. Just to finish, Catalonia, we want to become a digital hub. We are already working hard on all these various advanced digital technologies, 5G, artificial intelligence, blockchain. We want to be really a reference on this new economy. And I think that also not only on the technology itself, but also on defining places for debate, exchange of ideas, and innovation on all these technologies. I think that this Congress, this event, defines exactly what are our goals and what are our purposes on this new digital era. And I think that Catalonia will be digital or won't be at all. Thank you very much.